Hey vacation lovers, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're in the heart of the Austrian Alps, exploring the charming city of Innsbruck, a place where imperial history meets jaw-dropping mountain scenery, and a perfect blend of cultural elegance and Alpine adventure. We're exploring Innsbruck in just one day. We'll start with a short walk through the charming old town, then head up into the Alps to reach the top of Innsbruck, and end the day at the stunning Swarovski Crystal Museum. It's going to be a beautiful mix of city, mountains, and sparkle. So stay with me till the end. We kicked off our day early with a stroll through the picturesque Altstadt, that's Innsbruck's charming old town. Since it was still early, the streets were nice and quiet, making it easy to wander and take everything in. As we walked deeper into the city, we started hearing beautiful music drifting through the air, played by talented musicians performing at various spots in the city. From harp and accordion to violin and guitar, each spot had its own vibe, but together the melodies seemed to fill every corner of the city. It added such a unique and heartwarming charm to Innsbruck's atmosphere. The music added a warm, welcoming vibe. It made the streets feel even more lively and full of character. The city's charm is everywhere, with historic buildings, painted facades, and narrow cobblestone streets. Innsbruck has a real sense of history, but it also feels alive and welcoming. Now, of course, we had to stop by the Golden Roof, or Goldene Staffel, probably the most well-known landmark in Innsbruck. But while it's one of the city's top attractions, don't expect something huge or super flashy. It's not the most spectacular sight at first glance. It's small and modest, but it holds real historical value, and when you understand the story behind it, you'll appreciate it a lot more. Built in the 1500s for Emperor Maximilian I, it's covered in 2,657 gilded copper tiles and was once a royal viewing platform for festivals and events below. It was a symbol of prestige and imperial power, and today, it's the glowing heart of Innsbruck's historic Old Town. During our stroll, we also stopped by the Innsbruck Tourist Info Center in the Old Town and picked up the Innsbruck Card. It's super handy. It covers public transport, museum entries, the Hungerburg Funicular, Nordkette cable cars, and even includes entry to Swarovski Crystal Worlds, which we plan to visit later in the day. Definitely a great value if you're exploring the city. Then we made our way to the bridge over the River Inn, the river that actually gave Innsbruck its name. Inn plus Brücke, meaning bridge over the inn. And this is where you get one of the most beautiful views in town. On one side, you've got the emerald water flowing gently beneath you, and on the other, those brightly colored houses lined up perfectly against the backdrop of the Alps. It's one of those spots that really sticks with you. Although there's still so much more to explore in Innsbruck, like its beautiful churches and museums, since we only have one day, we decided to head up into the Alps instead. It's one of the things Austria is best known for. So now, we're on our way to the funicular station. The Hungerburg Funicular Station in the city is super easy to reach. We just walked there from the old town. It's really well connected and close to everything. The funicular itself feels more like a futuristic tram than a mountain train. And just look at the design of the top station. It's so sleek and modern, almost like a glassy glacier built into the mountains. The whole journey from the city up to the top of Innsbruck is split into 3 parts. First, you take the Hungerburg Funicular from the city center, a quick and scenic ride that brings you up to the base of the mountain. From there, you hop on the first Nordkette cable car, which takes you higher up to the Seegrube station. And finally, you take one more cable car all the way up to Havelekar, the highest point. Now, this first stop at the top of the funicular line gives you a full view over Innsbruck. It's a great place to pause. After soaking in the views at the top of the funicular line, it was time to continue the climb. So we jumped onto the Nordkette cable car and kept heading up into the mountains. And wow, the views just kept getting better. After reaching Seegruppe, we spent some time just enjoying the views. And honestly, this place is worth lingering at. You get an incredible lookout over Innsbruck, surrounded by mountains on all sides. Oh, just look at this view. That's the city of Innsbruck down there, with the Inn River winding right through it, and all of it framed by these stunning mountains. It's such a perfect mix of city and nature. Look at all the Alpine chows. They look like crows, and they're everywhere up here, totally at home in the mountains. Right there at Seegruppe, we had lunch at the mountain restaurant, which was such a treat. Good food, fresh air. The lunch with that view was great. And now it's time for the final stretch. Look at that cable car making its way up the mountain. Yep, that's the one we're taking all the way to the very top. To reach the incredible top of Innsbruck, we continued the journey with the next cable car up to Hungerburg. And then we arrived at Hungerburg, the top of Innsbruck, sitting at around 2,300 meters above sea level. The moment you step out, you're greeted with this unreal 360-degree view. On one side, the valley stretching out with the city down below, and on the other, the dramatic peaks of the Karwendel Alps. There are a few short trails you can walk up here, nothing too difficult, and they take you right along the ridge. Honestly, it's one of those places where you just want to slow down, take a deep breath, and take it all in. You'll notice some low-flying aircraft here, maybe used for recreational purposes. They pass by really close from time to time, and it's pretty cool to watch. And the trail we followed led us to this final point. It didn't take too much time to reach here, yet it feels far from all the hustle and bustle of the city. You find yourself surrounded by pure nature. The air is crisp, the silence refreshing, and the mountain peaks stretch endlessly in every direction. It's one of those views that makes you pause and simply take it all in. Yep, this is the same cable car that just brought us all the way up here. And it's the one we'll be taking back down too. After spending some time up there, we slowly made our way back down, still amazed that all of this is just a short ride from the city. And we weren't done yet, because our next stop was something completely different: Swarovski Crystal Worlds. We drove about 20 minutes out of the city to visit a place that's totally different. Entry was free with our Innsbruck Card. We explored the stunning Crystal Museum first, full of creative, dreamy installations that play with light, reflections, and colors. Of course, I couldn't leave without picking up a little something from the Swarovski store inside, as it's cheaper compared to other Swarovski shops in big cities. And then came the real highlight, the crystal clouds show in the garden. As the sun went down and the lights came on, the entire area turned into this magical wonderland of light and reflection. Absolutely beautiful. Since this video is already packed, I kept this part a bit shorter. But if you're curious and want to see more, I've already uploaded a full video dedicated just to that experience. So definitely check it out on the channel. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures coming soon. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.